What is alchemy and why is it relevant when keeping that idea when trying to improve your life, right? Now, when we speak about alchemy, it's used as it's somewhat of a buzzword when we talk about the spiritual, right? It's one of those words a lot of people talk about, but what is it? It's not really practiced anymore. There's not a lot of books written in alchemy. If they are, they're like written on stones and things of this nature. But what is alchemy? And what lessons can you take from alchemy when trying to improve your life, right? Now, in ancient Egypt, alchemy was described as a study in which we can turn elements into gold, right? Now, elements we can think of in the periodic table because the ancient Egyptians also were working on chemistry. They also knew of some elements, right? There are some elements out there in the world. When we think of elements, we think about carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, gold, silver. These are all elements that exist out there in the world. And the ancient Egyptians had a practice where they can get an element like silver, and they believed there was some formula, there was some special process they could put the silver in, and they could turn that silver into gold, right? That's what they believed. They believed you could probably do that for every element. They believed you could take carbon and there was some formula you could apply to it and you could turn it into gold, right? For different elements that existed. And they believed that gold represented one of the highest forms of existence. They believed that gold had magical properties, right? And they believed that gold represented this final transformation of the element, right? That's what the ancient Egyptians believed when they put this process in. Now, alchemy is a word that's kind of used to describe the spiritual in a similar way. And in a way, you can take some key concepts about this into your life. What do the ancient Egyptians believe, right? If we're going to take that application and apply it into the spiritual, because, a lot of those ideas are applied into the spiritual. We're talking about there are all types of different people in this world. The same way that there's all different types of elements. Some people are built for selling. Some people are built for being charismatic. Some people are built for being beautiful. Some people are built for, gravitating towards money. Some people are literally built for it, where they really vibe with money and they really gravitate to it. I don't really gravitate to it that much. I don't really vibe with it that much. Some people are literally built to be really good at speaking to people. Some people are literally built for it. Some people are literally built for being popular. It's all a vibe. It's all a vibe, right? Now, you got to keep in mind, the same way there's all these different types of elements in the world, there might be also all different types of people. Now, despite that, every person has the ability to turn into gold. And gold represents the highest form of yourself, the most valued version of anyone that exists. Every person has that ability, regardless of the abilities and talents they were born with. If you apply the right formulation to that person, and for some people, it's going to take more work. For some people, you're going to have a different type of formula when working with that guy, But he has the potential to turn into gold. And that's the point. You have the potential to turn into gold regardless of your situation. Regardless of you're born, you didn't have money, mommy and daddy didn't get along. You got to keep it real, man. It's a free world. And you have the ability, starting today, starting tomorrow, to make the right decisions, to align yourself on the right path, and to become the highest version of yourself.